yɛbɛtwentwɛn yɛn n'ase na hyɛn nso ma me sɛ na wɔtwe deɛ nsɛmpi na ɛna ɛno no esiye ne titiriw ɛwɔ mmarahyɛbadwamu na yɛwɔ hɔ bɛɛ 3 days kura mpo nie ɛna efe OSP ɛne ɔbɛyɛ press na ne press na ɔbɛyɛ yɛ nsɛmpi na wɔbɛkan na baako a ɛbɛtɔ odwa ya Ghana fo obia ɛtwe ne dawre ya mo we de ɛdi asɛm nie ɛne Ghana yankasa ɛnkane foto samfo ken ofuriata no nsɛm ya OSP wɔde bɛtɔ odwa yɛra kisie gyaben ya wɔkyerɛ sɛ sike bi ene kwadu bi ye no ɔde abɔ no no ɛbɛyɛ bɛɛ 5 ye no ɔde abɔ no ɛni nti no wa declare wanted fugitive ɛni nti obi a obehu ne bia no ɛne wɔn fa ma no na asɛm yi bɛtɔ odwa yi ɛna Ghana fo nso sɛ ɛnkɔbɔ ɔkɔso paa ɛni nti no ye videos ayɛ ready ye no yɛbɛbobɔ akyɛm na ansa na yɛbɛbɔ ama ma me ho me so quick embra me ba yɛbɛto aso.
Are you looking for an experienced and fast, reliable door-to-door shipping from China to Ghana? Then look nowhere than KCE Logistics. Sewo Ghana. Na wo pejuma ko nyoma di kasubom ahyepe wo niaman efi China yaba Ghana. Ana wo ni mobi opeso shipping ne niama de ba Ghana within 35 to 40 days dia. KCE aye wo last stop. Say goodbye to every wahala and let KCE handle your shipping needs and discover the difference. For KCE, it was 0277 110 113 and 0303 980 723. KCE, honesty and loyalty is our hallmark.
When you saw who so by a professional radio and television personality, no, enroll now. Our Eagles Media College. Just like the eagle, no, you will soar high in the media space as you get trained by seasoned media personalities. Our serene environment, state-of-the-art facilities. You're running 6-month certificate, any 1-year diploma course, BTC, journalism and media studies, radio and television broadcasting and journalism, news writing, anchoring, any reporting, sports presenting and commentary, show hosting, TV production, camera operating and video editing, motion and graphic designing, MCR operation, switching, any direction, any courses to Pia Kekahu. Ubia, yemu attachment, afe job opportunities so assured. Face no border form poko. Afe some of flexible payment terms, hostel facilities, file form, front desk of Emerepa TV on the 3rd floor of Fisherman Building, Hansonic Junction. Fred 0539 942261 and 0242 106131. Eagles Media College.
Yako ye be ready roll, ti kron kwejina. paso, Ghana betum pono. Mama egi na so, obiara nye na famudio. Ghana benya paso, Ghana betum pono.
So chairman Maame Chame Usima eba aha eye Emerepa TV Ghana this week jumedi ena anapay bede eba besom na bibia etumi akonkan ede amawo edinti shano se na watwe insempi na esi ye ne titiru ene yemra hyebedwam ho ene afin so no OSP ne press ye no oyeye ede fire Ken ofori atawo na nye no nko aka ho ni se o say embezzlement bi so akokoko so ewo aban asoye ahodo na ye videos aye won ye ba bebobo edi ama oni titiru eni OSP na samye no obekan edifa enkane photo sound for Ken ofori ataho mbeka ya na wotwe mu ye na aye wo ho ene ye nya ntie se enkrofo bi aboremu ewo enkane photo sound for na nifie ewo cantonment womo bere womo kwakwahwehwe eniema ewo na obi nim de womo pepote ewo ho ama ni CCTV camera scramble capture pictures ahodo enkrofo ya womo ekokokoko ho na ade na enumu na OSP eye press na no odi betu odwa ye wo chese wo say sa ensem na nasesa niema na ekoso ewo yira Ken ofori atani fie ho ni mo hwe enu ntimo bia efama mehye no no susu yemu krampo ojide say it was staged ono ne kasa yimu no o say ojide say it was staged say na be ya ni proceeding na anase ne nsam ye no na aba no ebetweako akire kakra ne ye di ahye no na eno video no aye ready a yemmo eno na yentie nsam ahodo ye no okan
16 p.m. the very next day. It is yesterday, Tuesday, 11 February 2025. Before we could respond to the letter that came on Monday, the OSP received another letter from Mr. Ofori-Attah's lawyers. This time, it was an inquiry. Mr. Ofori-Attah's lawyers wanted to know, and they stated that they were informed by the household of Mr. Ofori-Attah that in the morning of Tuesday, 11 February 2025, that is yesterday, 12 men comprising 1 police officer, 4 military men, and 7 other men in plain clothing visited Mr. Ofori-Attah's house, and that by threat of force, they were able to enter Mr. Ofori-Attah's house, and they undertook an exercise purporting to be a search of every room, office, gym, and other spaces in the house. Mr. Ofori-Attah's lawyers then inquired if the OSP could confirm that the actions of the 12 men were the instance of the OSP, so as to enable them to decide if a complaint to the police would be unnecessary. Mr. Ofori-Attah's lawyers and prayed for a prompt response from the OSP to prevent imposter action. We are now responding promptly, and we have chosen the course of answering Mr. Ofori-Attah's inquiry publicly at this briefing, considering the circumstances surrounding the purported raid at Mr. Ofori-Attah's house, media reportage of the purported raid, and in light of the reckoning that some media houses have stated emphatically that the OSP was behind the purported raid, and in light of the reckoning that the purported raid is being made to appear as if it was some untoward action by the OSP stemming from some contrived vendetta held by the OSP against Mr. Ofori-Attah. So, here we go. And this is our response to Mr. Ofori-Attah directly, but through you, the media. Mr. Ofori-Attah, the OSP did not raid your house on Tuesday, 11 February 2025, or on any other day. Mr. Ofori-Attah, the OSP did not cause any persons, however uniformed or bedecked, to raid your house on Tuesday, 11 February 2025, or on any other day. Mr. Oforiatta, that could not have been the OSP, and that is not our style. If the OSP enters your premises, you will not be in doubt as to whether it was the OSP that had come there, and your lawyers will not have cause to do an inquiry ascertaining whether it was the OSP. We have our unique methods of conducting searches, and we have uniquely designed insignia identifying ourselves, and not just by a statement that we are from the OSP. This is one such main insignia. A person cannot just show up and say they are from the OSP. It's cheap. Anyone can say that. But when the OSP enters your premises, you will definitely know by our insignia, our methods, and the way we identify ourselves that this is the OSP. Our intelligence points us to state that the purported raid on Mr. Oforiatta's residence was staged, or at best, an imposter action in an attempt to court disfavor for the OSP and to derail the investigation. You know us very well. The OSP is never deterred by
Kisie Jabe ono ene OSP the press ye no na wotwe mu ene no wo kire se enye wo mo enye ne nkrofo ko a ene wo mo ko yera Ken Oforiatta ni fie o e wo cantonment wo eni ntino so wo mo na wo mo ko ha wo mo eniema e kire se wo mo bowra wo fie a na kire se OSP ni ne nkrofo ena abowre mu na anso a wasanso e de batu udwa se kwadru ahodo ye no wo modi abobobbo ne de edoso pa enti aya ehu behia se obeba be chirim bebi a sa sike bi a yesusu se no na afofafa bi ena niam bi a wanye no kwan paso no ehu beba behia se obechirim enti ena ne wo ye eye press conference ena odi brofudin odi so fugitive na no ya kanesa na which means you are wanted by the OSP and as o micro Ghana ehia eno so yentie.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, a few minutes ago, I signed a directive declaring a high-profile person a fugitive from justice. This person is wanted by the OSP to answer charges in respect of several cases, including the following. 1. Contractual arrangements between Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited and the Ghana Revenue Authority for the stated objective of the enhancement of revenue assurance in the downstream petroleum sector, upstream petroleum production, and minerals and metals resources value chain. 2. Termination of a distribution, loss reduction, and associated network improvement project contract between the Electricity Company of Ghana Limited and Beijing Zhaochen Technology BXC. 3. Procurement of contractors and materials and activities and payments in respect of the National Cathedral project. 4. Activities and payments in respect of a contract awarded by the Ministry of Health, initially commenced by the Ministry for Special Development Initiatives to Service Ghana Auto Group Limited for purchases and after-sales service and maintenance of 307 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 305 CDI ambulances for the National Ambulance Service. And 5. Payments out of and utilization of the tax refund account of Ghana Revenue Authority. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, the fugitive's name is Kenneth Nanaya Oforiatta. Mr. Oforiatta is 66 years old. He was the Minister of Finance of the Republic between 2017 and 2024. Mr. Oforiatta left the jurisdiction on or around 2 January 2025. On 24 January 2025, the OSP communicated to Mr. Oforiatta that the OSP considered him a suspect in respect of 4 of the cases described above. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, a few minutes ago, I signed a directive declaring a high-profile person a fugitive from justice.
OSP, Nesam ye no or the Betuja, Yera Ken Oforiatta, and into baby Oshabia, Natchez, Sissie, or my Ghana, Yehiano, and into whom he say, or Baby do, not quite drop a door, ya dear Bonnie Nan, or Baby Chich, say so simple. Now, don't so ha, what watching them say, and Prempeh, no, yet they quite drop what dear Bono. na yasan ede wanted ede atu ni tiri so nko ade they say ye ma no option yinu ye tie ne say baby o hye bia no ono a emfa no ho embra boko onfa medu Ghana ha anya sanso a OSP be hye atrokrata na baby o wo hye bia say Interpol all across ewiase afane ndan ye bekoa no ede na ba eno si yentie.
In any case, the purported medical letter transmitted through his lawyers to the OSP did not state so or demonstrate so. The OSP is unconvinced that the purported medical letter transmitted by Mr. Ofori-Atta through his lawyers to the OSP represents a medical report to the effect that Mr. Ofori-Atta is incapacitated or is so sickly and invalid to the extent that he is physically unable to return to the jurisdiction without imperiling his life. No serious law enforcement agency, and certainly not the OSP, will be convinced that the purported medical letter stops it from demanding the physical appearance of Mr. Ofori-Atta before it in the described circumstances. We are of the firm conviction here that this is only a ruse employed by Mr. Ofori-Atta in aid of his intention to avoid returning to the jurisdiction and to personally answer questions in respect of the investigations. We are convinced that the real intention of Mr. Ofori-Atta is what was communicated to the OSP in the very first letter transmitted by his lawyers on 31 January 2025. That is, he has left the jurisdiction indefinitely. That was what was communicated to us in the first instance, and that is his intention. He has no intention of willingly returning to the jurisdiction. That much is clear to us. Consequently, ladies and gentlemen of the media, the OSP declares Kenneth Nanaya Ofori-Atta a wanted person. He is a fugitive from justice. The OSP will take all necessary legal steps to secure his return to the jurisdiction and attendance at the OSP. And this is to Mr. Ofori-Atta. You have two choices. You can either return to the jurisdiction voluntarily or the OSP will enforce your return.
Not as an option, yeah, no, yedema, yera Ken, Ofori-Atta, and no, so one ebeba, anase, se ebeba, emrano, aye, jumana bibi oshe biya, ya oja ya reshe, and the lawyers for Edibetu just say, no hodo dono kakra, and into no wakako pio mu, will be masu ya waje, aya resheno. So wabeba, asumjemu, anas, womwa, ebesheno, no wababe piemo, ewo, o my ganemo. Na anso ho a ene de mrahye bedwofo mu ekopie mu ewo mrahye bedwa na wo mokoye no na enkomodidie bebre na ene ekoso eno nam so ema domkuma ye no wo mo mrahye bedwomu ene wo mu munu ye wo motikwa pai ye pa no wo mo chese akwakoye se ensem bebre ye no eye se beba bebre na eforefore eye domkuma ye no wo mo mrahye bedwo ni tituru ene wo mo mpadufo ni bi eno wo mo chese da bi we no entweye kra eba ne sen na OSP betu nani adiesi eye donkuma wo mo mpanufo bi so na cases ahodo bi a wo mo susu se enya no kra na ye de totototo wo mo so wo kira entweye enu nti no na wotwi wo mo so wo mo ye press e wo mrahye bedwom yentie ensem a wo mo di tuya. Alright, so ebusiafo we ye video eno so obate ye besere se enene mba mo fanche na emom no domkuma so ya wo mo mbrahye bedwomu no wo mo ye press ewo mbrahye bedwomu hono mo a enene wo mo ekasaye na ye maame ono so okasaye ewo mbrahye bedwomu ono so eka eye domkuma no ho enene odi nsem ni bebre na odi etudwa yenti eno so emra. Okay, so say eno no enye ready a yenhwe na say videos ba ko na ye ready a kasa ne ba me pacho ye betimi eti na ye hu de ye nkrofo wo mo kam ebusia na pay me pacho join here e wo social media platforms ni na me pacho active na pay Ubetumi follow ye ewo Facebook Emerepa TV. Okọ hono ma you like, you share and you comment. And ita na pay wadwenche bia betumi e de atudwa e de amaye na ye koyenim entempa. Sanso and we are live on TikTok and it betumi join conversation no ewo hono ma wadwenche eno so ehunia and it's in due time no may justice to mo comment ahodo ye no ababa X and so ye active ewo ho and so betumi join conversation ewo. So the video na ye ready yenko na yenkuti mbra quick.
Bring to the attention of the general public the rise of an alarming trend where political witch hunt in the form of orchestrated harassment of former government officials, threats, targeted attacks, and state-sponsored aggression and intimidation are being used as tools to settle political scores. Ghana's political climate is undergoing a perilous shift, and we will not tolerate the erosion of our democracy. On the morning of Tuesday, February 11th, 2025, armed military personnel, police officers, and plainclothes security operatives, without any warrant or justification, stormed the private residence of former Finance Minister Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta in what can only be described as a state-sanctioned act of lawlessness. These armed officers, despite repeated demands from Mr. Ofori-Atta's on-site security team for a warrant, forcibly broke into the house, ransacked the premises, searched every corner, and upon finding nothing,
Domkuma womo ba no deni abedi chire ya womo embrahye bedwemo na watchi mu womo so womo de womo fresh e de hihye so ya womo chese OSP ni nsem bi a wokeka ne kwadu bi ahodo ya womo de ebobobobo womo mpanifo bi ni titiru ni yera Ken Ofori-Atta ya womo bore mu ewo ne fie ewo cantonment no ha dwen ye pa enunti no womo bo enwe so enunti videos ahodo ye no ya bobobo e de achem de si na watchi mu no ena yaboabo ni na no ena na pay ye de ababesom na kan won say from Monday to Friday Democrata aya eba na bia na wanya ho ehu de ekoso ewo Democrata na mo adinti na anapay me ba be justice to it e de ama me be bobo so key things bia eno no epie mu ewo Democrata ni se na bia e be hu de na eko ewo Democrata ni eniti anapay de me de hyase e de ama wo e daily guide Democrata eno no ye Tuesday 11 February Democrata eno no me de hyase e de amamo Daily Guide, Democrata ye no neba Tuesday 11th of February enunti eno no ena mede ebro. O hwe Democrata no a ye Rafempo manso e da ha wono no ena ye assemblyman ono so de nsem bi e de betudwa ena fe ye JB Dankwa ne yere ye no no oka nsem bibre eno so e da ha na vetting chaos ye no so no e ma ne homene so ya mobeka ya nkrofo a ye pa wo mo say dibie ahodo no ehu benya say wo mbekọ na wo makwakọ de dada no wo mbekọ vetting na mbekọ ya sakasaka ye bi e ma homne so e wo vetting committee nanimu eno nam so e ma yewra defia mekpokora no ho e kaye ono so ne ho sensem e betodwa e wa ham na ye ba asya ha no ma o say galamse nso e yade bi a ekoso e wo oboase ye pa ye no so akwakofa nsempi no e de aba ewinti no ofa daily guide Democrata na Tuesday, which is February 11, then some ahodo ye non ode ebaye enonom. Yen for daily guide Democrata no Wednesday the ebaye on the 12th of February in some ahodo ye no ebeso ebetodwa enonom. Ya shasoro hon ma yera John Dako ono so eye dom kese wo mobad lady ewo emrahye bedwumo anaso oka eye dom kese edume emrahye bedwufo no ehom. Na enomo ena ne wode ababetodwa ye wo chese eba no criminal cases ahodo ye no ye de abobobo ebumu dia na ehu behia se ye beyi e de efiri ho enu nti ne yekopie mo so e wo kaso so dia na kaso so dia onu se kia na ke bibi besi ewo ho na watwe mu no ade a sojani osrani ba ko yeku no ewo ho ye no so no ekofa ensempi na ede ebai nfin so no ensem training ye no so ya sake wo mo so no so ehon sensem so eda ha say daily guide democrata no over Tuesday Wednesday the ebai which is on the 12th of February the ebai enno na ye ko Thursday the ebai Thursday daily guide democrata the eno so ebai Thursday which is 13th February the no no ebai eni yera Mustafa Hamid ena ono no so no one enkrofo me nse bi ya yesusu say de wo de wo sa ede abosike bi a OSP eye enhwehwemu ede afam ya wo che say eye be 1.3 billion ya emprempe OSP eye mo enhwehwemu enu nteno de bokrata de ebaye ewo enihwa so eniem Ashanti chief corps transfer to Accra after vetting chaos eno so eda hase ye no so ebaye na de abokrata no mo yenim se na watch no ene ensempi na no so ebaye OSP ya empempre what declare Irakan ofori atase wanted and as a fugitive efa eye ensema hodo bi kwedu ahodo ye no ye de abobobobo no eno so edaha anything no fa eye daily guide ye by eye 13th of February dia nensam ye no ode by enno na yenhwe eye efiada no so efiada daily guide dia wode by which is 14th eye endra day dia wode by enno no ofa democrata na wo hwe anima yera Henry nana boache ene ne woda asi and watch that say ayen gwasisem pa say ye be declare yera ofori ata as a fugitive and as wanted anything no aya na arehuye pa ehadwe ayen gwasisem sanso ena yera kwesi nyankechi no ho sensem ye no court aboegu no eno so eda say enam say anas ede ensensem bi ekoto ne so emprempre eyade a court eye fi okwasesa asem no emunyedu evidence papa bia enu so enia na yeba eye krata na mfimfin hase ya yera ayare so enenu no wo kasa wo haye wo chese we die wo ye sorry pa enam say yera ked ufurata amafo kopie mu ewo ne fie ye no no wo munim de wo mokwa akohwehwe ewo ho enu so ha adwen yi pa na yera Mavis enkansan enso enenie wakase yi ewa hase na okasa ediche empenifo ya ni titi wo mo asante mante ma asante council ya wo mo chese de bi saka ye ma no hom ne so emra ye to aba no na chese ha adwen ye pa na sese de enkane Ghana mampini abediche Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wono so na watchi mu eyade a okopie mu ewo Harvard University ya ode enkomotwetwe bi ode ekoso na mamento aso mamefa be Ghana Times mienu bi pe emfemu de bokrata no de eba mamemfemfem na yenkoyanim na ofa the Ghana Times de bokrata de eba which is 10th February de no eda hase eni yankasa ye mampeni John Dramani Mahama eneni what they ababetuja watch him say no first class edema aye ni mpenifobia wo mu twu kwan de akwako pie mu e wo bi ma so wo mo kwako ye adwumade a o kira tintonten otwam ani obia ebefa eye economy na ni obia ye na aye pepepe na oba eye de bokrata na eye ase hanoma ade a national security force so esizibe dollar ni gold ba bi so ye no so ye chese ewo eye ofanko warehouse or much say fake ayun aha na etieta mbeka ya videos bi ebeni na ma be fontinche video so ya chese dollars pa anya nya agro na efe gold bars ahodo ya ye na ye ni tuemu bi ye kira fake na ye rasefa kan enso na ye de abasbode e de aman enam se ye na ye nimbi oye ochiche incubators e de ma hospitals ahodo incubator de chese nkra ya wo mo a premature de no na ye de wo mo atutumu enti ni dwumadi a wodi no mpanifo abona baso se wo hwe se bibia etumi ekonka enti no eba ne de bokrata weekly highlight na de ye de bre wo no me bobobo so tete e de ama enti ye mfa no emfensi na ye ni enkomo wo ho na se enkomo wo ho so de ye nim se na watching aye ensem eden esisi Ghana force den de na Ghana for ete within the week omusi den asembi wo ho omuti ase yesen eninti na ajeman ya be kono ho ono ensem training ni ebisa ne se aso okom monte no Ghana for deɛ ɛna wɔn te na wɔtwe mu ɛna nsɛm na nsɛ ɛna wɔn de tu n'anim nana anapɛ mu akye
You so Madam Speaker.
bibi abɔkɔ deɛ
Now,
nyame adom me ho yɛ sɛ trɔ konkom no paa na ɛsɛ wadi wo birthday nso wadi awie ayo bate mo yɛna yɛ pɛpɛpɛ yɛnyɛ adwuma na wadaroma wokɔ mmɔnten na wɔtwe mu Ghanafoɔ deɛn ɛna wɔn si deɛ na ɛyɛ wɔn ade foforɔ anaasɛ deɛ na wɔn dwen ho a wɔn nti aseɛ oni yɛ ni nkɔmɔ
but I say, Wakonya no pay, Odi Amame. Now, I said, your boy from Kayan. I said, you might be so go I pass from the party bishop. And said, Eddie, Uncle for a busy, a Jumani at the idea to know, yes, the Ghana district Beba. I have a ball man for one of Anya Quine empty the Ecosu or mine.
Yeah.
Now, Yamea, Yashasia. Empty now, she. Minyakonya bo apro e wo krumuni nkofo di nkomo e bi sa say Monday e be Friday and then no matter newspapers in and then no matter no e wa ba fi internet di so and then no matter no radio ni TV so na ensem ba ko biru yen se bia o manfo no enemy bo mu nkomo di bi kan e say o mati se Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama se o man no se ye pa e ho e wi asinim ni sika enti Christmas no ye be ye e wo dubi house ani mu ho
okay
na eno na o manfo bi e kase o eye man padi ka se eye e bi no so se anamona watu eye na so be ka ye be maachi approach to be maachi asra for be maachi kan se bambo fo do be maachi ye suku fo be maachi nti o hwe compound ho no ene se de ama ho do bi beba emu mpani fo beba na o mu sise e rusa e wo mu se yan fa nko mantam foforo so ena yakwa akọbọ kan ade se obenya apope quarters a e won kramantam mu a abetimi aboa na abetimi ati yan cost so a wo mene mampani ya gen ade ba ko so a no mo kan ho asem no yewura Kenneth Nanaya ofuri ata Kenneth Nanaya ofuri ata do no ani bi je friend Ken ofuri ata wono ena nkane no e toto samfo e de ma omani na ente ne beto monte so ete special prosecutor yura eye tike gaben e de ntansa be lumbi abono a esese oba bi ya no na enumu ena ne doctor e ga betu ga se yura no ne ho dodo kakra o ma no ne a oja ya rehwe na chance mi be de ja amomanfo kasa se nyame papa ise wotimi di o man di mu se enye yura tike gaben de ne se mu ye betu ga na obi bati se ebia se kanofora kai se waisi na so na ni mu ntanza hodo a anase djumdi ade bone posema wadi eno ya dia ne nkrofo e kan wasem na de ebu Ghana fo abamni ke o mai kata se de project course enye ne na se yewura social prosecutor beti me tuanamo na ko timi papa dia mere ni mu a enka omo aka no e de be ya dihia eno so ya dia nkrofo e kan wasem abia ba ko so a nkrofo kan wasem be se abetodua ese mampani se obelegalize eye okada na no ena nkrofo ka se nkrofo do aye mom tumi kata ampo no ke do mo yiro kru ha na ye be mom tumi kata ena se omo ne be chia yam eno so ya dia nkrofo ahodo no edi mu nkomo ena gold bar ahodo no na no ye na oche etwem be gold bar ne $6 ne sidisia onipa ba ku bi aya bondi se allergy na nipa me nsabi ne ade ka ho no ye nya nwuo no o ma fo odi nkomo no se no mai ye wo si kasa ade ye si ni sika na onipa ba ku timi fa sa kwa ni so a ya de a wo ma fo no empene so kura
okay
ba ku bi so a ran ko fo odi nkomo fa mi che se wo ba kai a o bro se ko kuma se a sentimental mu na maami bi ne ni kuru ne ne ma o ma se juro be eno so ya de na etwa nkrofo nso mu a na wo mo ka ho asem eno ada ye nka se ebom se wo be kai a kuma ka sentimental mu kuru fufuru eye ababa ya friend se ni ma ko priscilla na o ye mu ba ma ni vendor na amamfo bi nam se bo akwa so da ne wuri abodja mpa won tim na utimi etutu edebo abawe imatwa na ne mo nsia no na no so ayi hu ama omanfo mmom patembo na omutsu gudimi no eno so ade a omanfo no eka ho asem ensem ne de che ye de akira adwe de che be bi asu fra ensem doso ayi de chichi oh my god na tunu mu ntwa so a minia oba oh my god na o makasa ba omanfo ndi njem be nwa bubu na ebuso ko ya nimu na o twe besi mu no so ya le Ghana fo bi nkomo na de ehye wo bulu omutuba bontia yan so le ba besu matifo Emerepa TV so ewo Ghana di so djuma di so minia ba
right na pay me that say sir when ye edi nkomo ewo Ghana district djumedi so that's how okay so ebusiafo ne akwa ye no edi nkomo ene anapay yankasa yen sem training ewo fiase nana ajimai ena anapay ye ne edi nkomo edi afa ye de Ghana fo womo kaye na watchi mo edinti de tie eno no bada ne yanhwa de kakra ewo ha ansana metwa me quick abana me guest atena se na nkomo bi ewo bia no yetumi edi ne entempa na samba kaya afi atwemu no ansana ye beto aba no ene na entoabo ekoso okumpa entoabo na ene se NPP amanyuko ena fe NDC amanyuko de enti ameka wo mienu wo mo ene ye party mienu ana wo mu di ntre ha ewo oman krokro Ghana mu na no ena NDC amanyuko pani a woda wo ma no ye mpempren wo no ena wo ye oman pani e de ma oman krokro Ghana Dr. John Dramani Mahama wo shebo yo kan say the Ghana former na akonya 120 days de ene eniam obeye de ene ejai obehye eniama e de ama Ghana former de ye friend ahoto no yetumi enya hoto yie pa na yenhye ye outline na eniama ni bia eno no o hye bo so wode be yenti madaro mo me pa to mo fanto so mfa na Ghana for ehu key promises in Mahama's 120 days plan ye wo kan ye se na be a ni na fa eye enkomo na ye ba bedi enne no na ni yetumi akaye ho de di kan enie constitute the leanest and the most effective government under the Fourth Republic in 90 days. The establish a robust code of conduct for government officials. The NSA scrap e-levy, COVID-19 levy, and other tax to ease economic boundary and as burdens. There's also a 9 NSA plans for 24-hour economic policy and also 5 implement the no academic fee policy, free tertiary education for persons with disabilities and also there's also 6 in Sianini distribute free sanitary pad to female students in primary and secondary school. Kaya 7 NSA conduct forensic audit into controversial state deals and also 8 or say ban political appointments for purchasing state assets and also 9 allocate seed money for a women development bank. The to any banned illegal mining and launch environmental recovery initiative and internal in 120 days, Dr. John Dramani Mahama yo no oye Ghana man penny. Next some year no okay say within 120 days Ghana for the adom edom na. Na when ye be say aso wadaroma. Say ye do your man penny. Ya so in Ghana wona your man penny sisia. Na it's barely 30 days. Ye do see so. 30 days okeka ko 40 days. Enkomo ho ya ye ba bedi. Ye be bisa se aso enyama ye no no yabobo boso enana pe ye ya tu TV screen so ade ama ono me wa twemu de hen ene wotumi aye is it the illegal mining, sanitary pad, women's bank, assets politicians wo mu na access to government lands ni nyama no wa ye ena de akeka ho no so no ni na no wa ya na Nina yan komo ya anape ye babedi ewo ha eninti no me guests I ready ya womo ewo ho no mo a wo metwa me ma metwa me nsima aba enita anape ma metwa me quick emra me ba ya ka bia de beto aso ade ama
when you so be a professional radio and television personality no Emerepa enroll now at Eagles Media College. Just like the eagle no, you will soar high in the media space as you get trained by seasoned media personalities. It was serene environment, state-of-the-art facilities. You're running 6-month certificate, any 1-year diploma course BT journalism and media studies, radio and television broadcasting and journalism, news writing, anchoring and reporting, sports presenting and commentary, show hosting, TV production, camera operating and video editing, motion and graphic designing, MCR operation, switching, any direction, any courses to Pia Kikahu. Uhia, yemu attachment, afe job opportunities so assured. Face no border form poko. Afe some of flexible payment terms, hostel facilities, file form, front desk of Emerepa TV on the 3rd floor of Fisherman Building, Hansonic Junction. Fred 0539 942261
0303 980 723. Eagles Media College, unleashing the media future.
Obra eye akwentu wahuboa ene betre se ubedu echiri ana undu echiri. Society over the years have been built with great mind and leaders with extraordinary and exemplary qualities. Bebreti jinaye ekon okoden ewiyesi akwan hodo fi wona kwan mu ama ne abesi sudua ne nse na ho ama instrima. Emerepa TV di dwumadie wanwaso a wato ne din se the journey eba abeboa wo abehye wo crime na bekyerɛkyerɛ wo kwan a sampanifo nam so di yie ɛwɔ wɔn dwaton die mu amanyɔsɛm mu wɔn nsa no nnwuma mu ɛmmerɛ mu wɔn bɔɔbɔ akwantuo ne nea keka ho bebree. This program promises to be worth your time, so make a date with me, Oba Rose, as your host, and let's have an exciting journey. The journey now what so your path to great success. Are you looking for an experienced and fast, reliable door-to-door shipping from China to Ghana? Then look nowhere than KCE Logistics. Sewu wo Ghana, na wo pejuma ko nyoma di kasubom ashipe wo niaman efi China yaba Ghana. Ana wudi mo bi opeso shipping in niama de ba Ghana within 35 to 40 days dia. KCE aye wo last stop. Say goodbye to every wahala and let KCE handle your shipping needs and discover the difference. For KCE, it was 0277 110 113 and 0303 980 723. KCE, honesty and loyalty is our hallmark.
Yanara Sassani, airport in my Mojana Nanum Sheku Nadi to my Edumene was so say a pay a piazza so Nindian twasso go to Crania, Pessamin coming out Eddie Bremo, the Mamaya Sassi food or what to say. Oh my no, oh my no, yes and I horse, oh my full private jet, oh my no, yes and I horse, okay, yeah, we go. Okay, this is my motherland, Lady Ghana tiny. Anything I go talk, we get a time. Bo, Bonia, hey, Bonnie Dana Fay, hey. Many may find the Hikati and many won't pay. Malabahi, can you find the Bajamin Cabo? Boy, you know, Koninga, where me get Cabo. I promise on my own, I'm over Tayani and Shona. Pulling off a Mina Sana, Libukuna, no Shona.
Yawaena, Jumanchi, Afiko, May, Koan Kabila, Capito, Zahida Kai. Banda bambanci mudana zalunci ubangijin Allah wai ba zuwanci ya fi komai annan Muhammad wai ba zuwanci chia figo iya yemu waima someone chia figo someone chia figo sakana
See, this is not a peace song, it's a love song. Peace and Ghana getting married, keep the love strong. See, a peace we cannot risk. War at home is like cardiac arrest, cause home is where the heart is. Let the trumpets sound victory. The battle that we won is a battle for a peace. We promise on an honor that we'll never fight again, cause Ghana is a happy place of joy we should defend.
Get him, what's up, motherland? I don't feel like Obidi and Afia. Yep, I'm in love with you now. Tamajiba Majihada Mabiatao was a young will a dodgy love for from Gakachale. How? From the big six, you still to fix things. Mawa Hamakafu was Chicago will reaches.
If you don't want me to be somebody for fight, we don't need one piece. Hey, and come boom, is it with if we to protect the nation, Mother God and anyone I save it. Oh yeah.
About the peace, hey, about the summer Kurjan, about the PP, hey, I want to know. Now, summer day walk, hey, Mofama Wabo Susa, walk as some chon one six, and many bay you some killing you if you are, which as if you won't pay for amongst who are when you leave your cocoto. A lady be okay, palace, a lady more okay, ballet, a lepizuko okay, ballet. I'm out with you all in him. It's all about a peace. Hey, Baloba.
Phones in the doom, stores here to doom. Police say you foom, and we say soon. Papa, yeah, papa, depending on high. Muashakuma muma, Memina Danima. Papa, we don't know what it is. What's the Mutania to sell up to Gem, or Red BBC.
Ghana, it's no more.
Papa, picture free me, Dayum Namitium, no war.
So that the peacemaker.
That's so me Maame take a quick break. By Emerepa TV. Ghana this week Jumedi na anapay yede ebra wo memene and into na anapay de me pacha wa join here dia na wonyeraye anase conversation bia ye babedi e wo fiase pacha betumi ajoin here e social media platforms in na no active and into anapay me pacha channel so ma me say me pacha Facebook abe 15TH video no so ko hono mo na ko like na share so one like na wa share so dia me just say by this time we winya a notification yeah no na say we are live and into no conversation be ebe kwaso bia no betumi e de wadwenchre e de aba X and so yeah active e wo say the TikTok e na ye di enkomo e wo ho pa and into hoso betumi ajoin ye Emerepa TV ko hon mo we are live na fa wadwenchre fa beto won mo and then enkomo aye ba bedi no e fa Ghana ho e fa menu mienu ho and into wadwenchre no aya na ehunya ye pa ni tina dan de na no me hwe say me guest and as me panels na me fa from the MPP na masafa from the NDC wo mu mienu no wo mo tenase a enkomo ahunye bia na nsemfuo bia Ghana fo no ye hwehwe no wo meyi ano e de amai ni titiro ni se wo mo a wo mo party aba power intina aba ne sai so de na ni se kan na ke bebisa wo mo nsem eniti enkomo ne de bebre na banda ne ye be ko kiki ones no so na ye di nkomo me guest ba ko why late anything they why available e amame yera Messiah Raphael ono na enana payment sa aka no ona ne party e woso enti wabantem say kama ndc amanyuko no ene e ba ne say yen kasa aha woka communication team for no wo mo ho anything na pay mensa aka ne die na ne party na wo power na wo mo ho komo ne e ba be di ne titru pa so dia yem den so no so edike abantem na betumi ebusa no ensam ahodo ya ehuhia Raf anafe machi bibia boko die me ho yes etropon
you look amazing.
Oh thank you eja me face your also outfit and enya bad you are looking good as well
that's your papa
thank you yira ya de wo show kama na anafe ye bedi nkomo enkomo na ye ba bedi afa Ghana ho sanso e na efa eye NDC amanyuku mo party ho
sure
it's barely 30 days a 40 days a ye de omampeni Dr. John Dramani Mahama ye de no esi ade so say Ghana mampeni na ye de no esi ade so no ansa na obeba no
okay
or outlining plans ahodo or see barely 120 days Niama wobeye sene be a Ghana ye benya akotoso if say ni yesu say ye ho kire ye eniama bebre wo ho no ma enkoye emfa emma ye enu ntemele say eniama o ka say 120 day no ba obeye emma no kra na ya project e wo TV no so asene be ahwefo betumi aka medical abobobo so we eye plans na efi key promises ahodo a efi omampeni na kache na makenka bia Ghana fonso ye na ye hudie eko dan komo no mame hyasie sese efemfiri oho irara since NDC amanyuku eba power ya yera Dr. John Dramani Mahama yede ni si ade so no me pacho can you testify say Ghana for ayo okay with eniama ekoso since amefo ekwanya no eniama ekoso barely 30 days to 40 days enye
me nua ba me dase me mfa kwanya we so nchia Ghana for me constituency am Memphis Central ene yahwefo nyina na me nka ne se election I call so December 7th no e kire se Ghana for omaje NDC party ne yewura John Dramani Mahama tum
okay
and say betimi aye ne year na ya namontuo starting from January 7th na ya so any in no and your ma ode betutu akwam ya papa ka say one oman no social contract ana ne 120 days no oman the four framework will be use they are implementing 120 days action na oman 26 key point no which is the economy, the restoration of the economy, reforms of the constitution, and then how to manage things effectively, and then the fight against corruption. I'm say Ghana ha corruption abeye yarea ene say benya sacrifices if it say chunombo akodua mo sacrifice am oman no anka emu bi wo ho am beye ebi mu be sacrifice just to fight against corruption. The san say yehu ni say aban ko de bia sa yare no ho ye former special prosecutor Mr. Martin Amidu. Okay. I say corruption is a disease that kills millions. Ti say o mind bi wo ho na yare bi wo ho na yare ni kum millions and not just o mind na wo say hwire ayeden atoye. Okay. I say ya fa kwan bi so na yesi saade no anokwan. And John Dramani Mahama vote onya ya free Ghana for ho ne percentage no. E kire say oni any reason to fail. So ope so ompe o so succeed. Okay. Na yen NDC as a party no. Yen so yen hihye ya ye beboa ne ye nioma ye be ye sanse na present na ma Ghana for. Nti ade bi a party no ye be ye ne aboa na ma na succeed na Ghana konkan. No na NDC ni bia ne Ghana ni bia hwehwe. Okay. Nti
all right, so yen hwe eni amamokeka ye economy corruption ne de ekeka ho se na bia Ghana for ebenya ahontoso bo hye ahodo a mo hye sesebo ba mo beye ampanso Ghana for de akwenya no e de amam so far so good Ghana for bi so e kire say they are not okay enough, especially yen hwe oba yen ministerial appointments ahodo a one make as a no no take much time of that. Anka e was anka the first thing anka Ghana for expect to say economy no and I want tackle first. But in basin de no taxes ahodo boys wo money da so. The titru ne betting tax no. E ho de okọ no na boys no wo boni abre pa. Basin ne yen hye dante emfanfa ho. COVID tax yen te hwe emfanfa ho. Economy no etim yen hye dante hwe emfanfa ho. Eno so e
Menua ba you say whom much is given, much is expected. Okay. John Mahama na NDC aban. Your manifesto ex-state clear in your mind. And Ghana you could realize say budget cry they did the next 3 months na nye NDC budget opposition party a ofri aban budget so wa obeka yi levy asem wa obeka betting tax asem
say enya mo budget say mo manifesto wo di shemu say mo ba mo be yi di efri ho
NDC can only implement all those things
so
when our budget
you don't have the power to do that, why do you have to say it?
But we are in government now. Let's wait for our first budget. Then you can testify to the fact say Nyoma NDC can within 3 months and we've not fulfilled it. The budget is still not out.
Okay.
So NDC can say the reason why people are agitating, why we are saying say we are employing from December 7th, we are in Kofi and a whole lot. We don't have budget for that. NDC didn't add those costs to our budget. We are yet to have.
But you just said it said budget but then say NPP amanyoko budget, which means say they have allocated.
It is in the constitution that any government leaving office should prepare basis for the incoming government.
So are you trying to tell me say NDC amanyoko NPP amanyoko no wama budget wamudi pia and for the call that sector wama budget for that?
My dear sister, when did the budget came out? The last budget the finance minister Kokanya and we free parliament a recruitment or more if we can check the dates and the timelines. I would say
so they didn't allocate fund for that.
They should come out to say I'm yet to have that.
But you are in power, so which means you should have access to the budget, right?
The reason why I'm saying so is simply because we as a party don't have that budget, and we have to whatever we told Ghanaians that we are going to do. No, the budget is what will signify say
okay. Yes.
Are you getting the picture? So the budget is still not out. Those who are calling for e-levy, those who are calling for betting tax. I myself, me a youth, I'm on the street. Meaning say the Ghana for youth here break. So your finance minister, I can tell you, say, if he can perform, I bear me one because he was outsmarting the previous administration. Or someone call IMF for me, the next day no more. Or say haircut, beba, or someone call the next day they are there. So it is telling you, say, we had a competent man who knew the problem before assuming office. So let's wait for Mr. Kesela to forcing budget to come out.
I learned say 10th of March.
We are hoping to come out. Then the Obeka betting tax assembly. Let me buy a few so na be no.
Okay.
But for now, you say the 120 days no and some or kind no or yana. President Mahama can so obey lane government. 60 ministers promise. I think sir you are the media person, you can testify to the fact. John Mahama Castle very reduce cost in certain things. Monja sit match ya na Koyen or other regions. Look at the government machinery, what do you call a whole region, just to honor something that we've been doing over the years. I'm not saying say and you can say freedom. We can do that, but we can do that in a layman cost.
Now Jubilee House one year back.
That is why I'm saying, say. Omampeni John Dramani Mahama and any team every Hanumako region bit is a northern region acquire Ghana at maybe independence there. You can see the cost compared to say limited the number of people coming there to do it. And no the cost effectiveness and one some na can. O man you see nisika we are in economic crisis. Now you say sika dia Nyoma MY I think we are at risk. And again Osha or say this time around, Obia ni wa fly first class. So it shows you say the president is in for action. As after that, you say or mine say oh mampanyina we free sunan say papa na nado dankwa na osisi campaign. So if you have money and you are not at peace, or mine on me sure so bit matinum.
Don't you think so? Unjini say ni 60 ministers your castle or ba appoints in Kwampo. Or struggle with it, we just amount for behind because 16 couple. Maybe within him, no one say it's not enough.
John Mahama is in for Ghana.
Okay.
And he knew the problem. Entina or call Ghana Hakoji, Ubia Nadrinch the People's Manifesto. And we clearly knew, say, John Mahama with 60 ministers, no bet me. That is why he made that promise. John Mahama over the years has been a father to Ghana. Means Sembia Waka. And then I don't think some new bit.
And conform a brain disappointed with within a barely 30 days here. wabe eniama, especially with the ministers here or appointed.
I totally disagree. The masses out there are not saying so. The reason is, and now call Abontia, you can see the relief of certain Ghanaians. The environment looks so serene. And your mother ding because as a pressure be or how be, and your mind is slow, afina, and your mind take shape. And those who are saying, say, they are disappointed, as in heart, also obey 60 when you so.
Okay.
And it's within the time frame of Setima Ghana for on near BBA. John Mahama promises, I want one person to tell me, say, or promise you within this day or yeah. I just want one, and we'll do that stage debate. So,
on Yanchi party or cast or the Bama secondary schools.
John Mahama manifesto is 4 years.
Okay.
John Mahama mandate is 4 years. So let's wait.
Okay.
And as I said, we don't even have budget now. So how can we say that we are giving part from whose account? The budget will let us know.
Honestly, me yakuha ye be dragging the kakra because no on the manifesto no can send pina and a womb because Ghana ni o share and nana pay. Or no nim say NDC amount you could no band ye what Canada or expect say within that barely to 120 days. Not just oh yeah and pass which because no what ba be muda and it you know you have all the skills I'll be to media ye. It is all nim say who allocated fund for Bosha Ahodo now kikana which means na get was work akra. By was so be on catch Ghana ni say bia. Munya butrema me bana me de me budget ba. And near my met me, I ediamam A, B, C, D. Rather than some car. First thing, the actual Ghana for Akuma Sopa a economy. Because I know, and I want more brown. It is here over back as a more allocated fund for that. Into no Bosha would be a moshe, COVID-19 tax, Munya ye few hoye, ye levy, Munya ye few hoye. I can't say betting tax, Munya ye few hoya until set 10th of March we do. Na mo be allocate fund for momo budget to Ghana to say mo di Ghana for hwa mo kaka
me nuaba John Mahama commitment to Ghana no 4 years.
Okay.
Of which the 4 years no say me 120 days may we we are barely 40 days today.
Yeah.
Why na betumi akasa John Mahama fail Ghana for on that basis? I've promised you I will do this in 30 days. 120 days. I've divided the 120 days into 3. Which is 40 days. Metumi the yimi ministers am no mo form government. Aside that, initiatives are me taking to meet my how to maintain peace in Africa, how to maintain peace even in Ghana. Mo be ka enra ye interior minister ne mpanifo bi call Asanteman ho e call shia otumfo say onhwe na on solve Boko crisis. I'm an ordinary.
Okay.
The chrome na crisis ne. So if there is no peace, how can you sit down and say Mujo?
Okay.
And John Mahama can rule Ghana and rule Ghana better if the peace and unity na as a minor and the 120 days in your mouth kind. After na why be on to me for 120 days in antina make a budget is not even out. Previous administration or your budget to work for 3 months. And even now as I speak with you, say NDC a person your payment to be an NDC person take it. He has to what? Play a key role to the budget because no any idea guide.
Okay.
Untimi nkoye bibia sebe unconstitutional e wo man. Nti wa catch am say John Mahama say obeye we. The 120 days in corner we ya na aba betena say or 26 contract with Ghana for 120 days in so. Out of the 26 in YB. And you've even made mention of it. Now man for you want to mean 2 weeks I would buy the ministry appointment. John Mahama cannot do it. He did it.
Okay. Don't you think, sir, the era Afenyo Markins or can or no a Domkuma bad in any one brush be Bioka say, Anka a woman here saw Mampini better keep bold decision or about one saying. I apologize to Ghana say 60 ministers or castle be won't mean fun age, but you fan channel now on appointing more because they are more behind that. Or no sha, a human will meet me you bear with that.
Yeah, minority leader. I admire him so much.
Okay.
Or say John Mahama Mrabon Tema Pacho. No, Pacho to Ghanaians.
Oh, dear.
Sir, your mum penning another catcher said, Yetisika so a comedy. 8 years down the lane, she can away. Or be patch order.
Okay.
Or non casa as a minority.
Or a foot.
Or non casa as minority leader. On country, a new ma. Ni party na ya o deserve say Ghana for yentie no na yempacho because o catch there say o then general secretary Mr. John Boadu catch there say e bedu brebi ni Ghana for ye bekra amanfo free nkuru a neighboring countries amoma ba be boya me ya adwuma and look at the unemployed graduates gukrum fe omo a sebi omo nye graduates a omo hia adwuma omo gukrum people are saying say ya bre and the vote party for the first time you hear the 16 regions baby a vote party among for two Ghanaians are calling for experienced leader and John Mahama stand tall. I'm not saying so more money compete wasn't
because that's what I was about to ask you.
Ghanaians needed somebody who has been there before, who knows the problems of Ghana, and John Mahama is the most qualified person among the peers. And Ghana for what say yes. Wabeka wa asema kire ya dia tum ye pew ya de otumi na hye wonsa enti me se ma ya bibi 120 days na 120 days ni ne process nsema me kan ma ya bi me nya wie ya John Mahama deserve so me pa Ghana for chew na minority leader on deserve so be pa Ghana for chew.
I see. You think say barely 30 to 40 days yera Dr. John Dramani Mahama Oyejuma no or face challenges ewo asoya hodo bi ana.
A leader is born, a leader is emerged to solve problems. There are problems that was created. If you come and you don't solve it, you can't move on. So John Mahama is in to solve problems, not to create problems like others did. I don't want to mention names.
No, he say you didn't come on. He say won't pinpoint. He says so by challenge. I hold our face. Anyhow. And I won't touch it upon by or yes, chef fruity and son with
John Mahama challenges our address be brave. Me know, bear testify. We saw what was happening under the previous administration on this energy crisis. More meetings are akoso. You are in the media space.
Meetings are
John Mahama meeting power producers trying to solve the problem that and gas power pipelines. I'm not admitting say dum so ni ho anase ho. I won't admit to that effect. But the American say yenim say West Africa gas pipeline or mama notice say enche or mo beko NCC and a whole lot.
No more allocated fund for that.
Our energy minister said it. Said Ghana, we are.
No, we want to know because what you said earlier on, which I must say, budget in budget.
Yes.
So we want to know since you are saying say more energy one more have you allocated fund for that?
The Omujan Hobia, no, I about engineer say, Montana na a budget yenye Emra Bontin, and the budget in Enchebeba. Your first budget, na a catch or ye be Ghana say, oh, question beer. Then you ask, what did to me, mammy, to me now, dear mammy, and she shall me de barbe do so, and then Missika Sam, the main farmer Bontin. Also to work catch me some fairly and answer me yen your maslu. Me budget bar Bontin we are. Me say energy crisis no a power when soon I'm a fast one solve. Enti a hope now the bet me I measure NDC.
But Yabekaya hardship by Yera and Ghana Mampeni Nanado NFA Dr. Mahmoud Bawi or Muji to Mr. Hardship. John
Mahama has not probably denied say or man. So no problem. So Nima Anka Minyashua said
and
there is problem.
Okay.
Yes, that is why he's here to fix it. John Mahama is not running away from the problems. We know.
So Yanko also one challenge I'm facing is say energy.
Yes.
And I'm allocating fund to that.
We are doing that.
Okay.
We are doing that.
Yes. And what else?
Obi anim say sebi abanya o free or kona a car or even ye nkwala ya o free education ya ade na nkwala itifi enuane John Mahama e ka kire ne those in charge say aduane na e wo ho no mo allocating fan koma nkwala no mani aduane ya no kra ya nkra say de man
na nya aduane kra ya na mo si aspire.
Let me be honest and frank with you. John Mahama enim no ne humanity life no on fa aduane aspire man kwara it could happen that some probably has problems but aside that I won't able to substantiate to that effect because I don't have the proofs on my table here. But the fact is, Nkwalani, they are back to school. Are they complaining? That is the answer. Say the Nkwalani frefre or complaining na ma are they complaining? If they are complaining, then we'll look for those who are supposed to address the issue.
Okay.
If the case are not complaining, meaning the problem is what? Well fixed. John Mahama is a solution president, not a complaining president who will be complaining with other things. John Mahama Bekacho say yes, problem no omagia to maye.
Okay.
That is why we saw him fixing Dumso.
So it's a more fixia could do same because so Dumso was so hard. I'm not for the brand of credit. We
inherited Dumso. You and I know. From the previous administration.
Oh really?
Oh, now your former energy minister has a timetable, bra. If there wasn't Dumso and could be beside our question.
Okay.
We inherited it.
Okay. Ghana for me, but as it was Ghana this week. Do media and I had live Emerepa TV so. Didn't pass over to me. I join your questions. Be home over to me. Eddie fire social media handles on so Eddie my. Ada pay a jaw fia. Komona aye de no question be our person mean be se biano. Ye be share na ye justice to it Eddie amo and into call your Facebook Emerepa TV. Okoho no you like you share now with your comments on Eddie at all in due time no. May justice to all that Eddie Amamo and Effie so the TikTok and so yeah live and internet also order come more Eddie for so questions Eddie for more may justice to it Eddie Amamo say come na jumedi never call a we no so no measure say maybe a phone lines and I was what to me actually wadwen back be na ye kuye no we are still hoping say yeah other panel guests no Beba beka ye ho na conversation na aye solid or no so e de na dwenkyere e de ababeka ho na rafo ha nkwa de questions bi e wo bi asa me fantata na mfa amamo no me de betata no e de amamo na emwa e bia no yi e de amaye sa pepepe e ne ye no within Ghana dis dwumedi so and it's raf ye ni nkomo good so what my yati say energy sector no mo ye ho adwuma so one of the economy aspects e ho na say hu hia yo
very good.
Ghana for
the economy aspect no and then they did the double crew
okay
and say ye pamu mwa no mukọ edidie no mu maya say ensan nya nkaye no we were talking about corruption. I think Ghana have a bia yedru no ebeye din beye wanwa say obetimi a convince Ghana ni say cathedral amana na da ho no ye mere hearsay and I say mere allegation be din because per finance minister oko any omo state of the nation addresses o mama no actually say sikatua bi akoso na say sikatua na ntu amana emma amanfo nkodware ti say de ya brothers bi kodware mu ana ye pe o machi o mo ye project kese enti na me catch say John Mahama is here not to keep the public purse but to protect it for future generation.
Okay.
Public purse na ebi mu ka so mu be keep na ayira no. John Mahama is here to find it, look for it, protect it so that be so ni ho a the obeba no ebehu sa public person as a relevant tool for development of Ghana.
Okay.
Enti economy no will be addressed. Enti na me catch you say economy no ho solutions and they did the daba krum ha no menu aba.
Yeah. Ghana for so chance say wo see corruption wo be so ntu ase de na ye chase afufie. Na wo fie no ye wa ha say na ye hu say attorney general cases be one more so onye interested especially with yera at force in the case ambulance cases yera open cases ni ahodo work out ani na no since want to aso ehun hia so don't you think that they are Ghana for ekeni wo mo see say ye pepere here ni ye pese ye into corruption ase dia and why don't say obesha say dey fro no wo say asem no na eno no ye de koda court no ye free o say ayam pass so corruption cases bia enfor wo rather than say all shots here e free cathedral cases and if you rakend for yata ehun sensem
so utie the body language and the press conference ya attorney general Dr. Dominic Ayini ye na. It shows enye cases ni na no drop here. Out of cases are war with opposition party affiliated members no. And also a 7 pen or release here.
Okay.
That should tell you say ebi mu wo ho a emu wo ho say o si yen san hwe mu bi. And 2 say wo wa ban mu na mfie nwotwe. Want me andi obi asem amuwa no fo. Na obi aba na otwe ba mienu komiensa. Na wo ka kire say nipa no went me said na ehia wo say wo pe corruption na fight here. I think 8 years is enough to prosecute somebody whom you think and also wo gidie say why bibi bone.
So you think so man no adwuma yi?
Oh, for sure. Anya me na me ka Ghana fo ni. Enti na me bisa a question say ya mo ya ka kire obi say we ya bokro no na say we ya disika we ya yesi. Ya allege. Enfie nwotwe down the lane as a party, as a government. Upesika de yempuntu djuma, upesika de ama boys here wo kromu yi enya adwuma ye. O say o ba be create adwuma na obi adisika e wa ban dadam. Onye obusuani, onye omumu hwe, o suspect say bibi akoso.
Okay.
Nipa na disika. Enfie nwotwe wantimi amfa andisika na amaya. Na wotwe miensa na obi mfa nyi se sika na amaya.
And see 7 hour clear no off no yenshe enkai.
Yeah, clear na wa clear off no. It comes with 2 folds.
Okay.
Wa clear ne say no ho ni bone na wa clear na say wa clear ne say opanipa na say. John Mahama wa prove it beyond reasonable doubt say on so kata on so. That is why Abuga Pele case went to court. Abuga Pele no e John Mahama ho nipa. Me nka no sa ni nua because o ye the party pa. O ka che say papa ko. Ye wo nkofo bebra John Mahama ye ko ofie no na omo cases were court ya ban no na shaase enti John Mahama is not here to shield any corrupt person. He's here to make sure say yen can say ye dia to so say wa fasika na chere say it's true say wa fa no we are not saying that but the year can say wo betimi allege no wa justify attorney general ka chere ye na anu ye atwa mi ni press conference ni say onfo obi nko court abra woni evidence ho. So he is ready.
Okay.
And those who he has discharged them and I say, Wakachom so munko, and he is saving cost to Ghana. If you don't, if you care to know, John Mahama is saving cost. Why am I saying this? So the Nipan Beko court in Fion now the name Koba who say state resources.
Yeah.
At the Najina court say electricity, I live camera, the media mayako. Na ebe na ya wo bancha na anybody. What is the need doing that? Is it because we just want people to see say we are peddling ourselves as corrupt fighters? No.
Okay.
Getting the issue, solving the issue is the problem.
So my boy dey ye adwuma.
John Mahama cannot say obi a o Ghana ha bia obekọ na adwuma ko hu say oye kromfo anase onye kromfo. Na point I'm not saying that. But the American say nipa no ho ba asem a anamontuo ben na aban na oteso no beturu. That is the most important critical thing.
Anything na masha say MPP amanyuko.
Yen fan chance NDC ne even John Mahama oye Ghana man panyin ye party president no de na ma Ghana for say oni yeso. Me ye sure say ni nua kra bokro no de ne bema.
We are hoping so. Yeah, say bebum.
De ne bema. And he has done it. Tintina me catch say wa mo bet na Ghana amfie nwotwe otena fie kobai. O ka kire wa ye press media engagement several times. Say mumu ni se mensa ho won kekawa mumfa memra na mumedi masem
ya ti asie
enti
ye hwe ye nto ye nkomo no so na nkomo no do so nti ye pese ye monitor to because ye brother ye hwe so far appointment ahodo a waye e wo sectors ahodo ye fa ye education na face no foreign minister ye no wa fa no o be hwe ya kwantu ho sensem ne sankrata sem no and other sectors ahodo no so ye hwe so far so good appointments and what do you think about it?
Meaning about appointment, John Mahama is now in for Ghana. That is how I see.
Okay.
Because we had an appointment, it was obvious. Entina minority leader not a parliamentary. It was obvious. Because these guys he is giving those top-notch positions.
Okay.
Somebody like Okujeto Ablakwa, can you question his no, you can't.
Okay.
Somebody like a Greek minister, Dr. Opoku, Eric Opoku, you can't. This man was on all over the country telling us the good thing. And even omo ankasa opposition no kra leaders omo taxi omo so waben.
Okay.
So I don't see any appointment at John Mahama ye asset.
So
asset now.
Yeah, education who kakra here am yera Haruna Idris wono and other education no. In your manifesto. Mama yet yes mobile first semester within this tertiary education tertiary for no more make first one. I'm a my colleague back wa e jan kumo so what train. Okay. So move implement any free. Okay. For level 100 for no make. So far so good no. I say yati say yera Haruna Idris akasa fa ho once and I'm tuition fee kra no say yente so by 20% or something. Yes. Na da ben na sa ehihye na mo ka say mo be hihye no e be gu akwa because e cha na ejo ye mu buwa e be say come back to school.
Me nua ba won say question ma yi ano. It all sounds to the budget. The budget would dirty because said you know
budget here wo ka ho asebi.
Okay.
Ya ka say ye di ho nkomo a. Okay. Ase kosi.
Ye betima di budget no nkomo after the budget is out. And you may be
that's the same budget you told me. I'll catch him say energy you have allocated fund for that. So the fund,
wait. What I said is that a problem say okay. And the problem ye by inheriting ye two anamo those who are the hub of the problem solving machine ye solve it. And anamontuo ba ku mienu miensa say NDC cannot make any financial payments if this current administration budget here as I speak and NDC ntimi nye payment bia abra enye contrary to the budget omujana ho. So NDC as a party, NDC as a government can start saying say I'm doing this, I'm doing that based on the budget that the finance minister will bring to parliament. For us to know say yes say sa free education ya yes ye be review e bi mu say bi o menka say ye boa paye say e bi abrofo review no mo ntiase no mo say cancel there. Oh say opposition for say John Mahama say o be review free education or be cancel free education enti say obi so be review ade na oti ba bi so be cancel na o review ne cancel enye the same word eye wa sema enti say ye be review ye be you clearly see say we are even holding a conference to meet this kind of problems
and for how long are you sure you said
sir one po ubua me say budget no nyame adoma o ka data e ba
10th March
anti budget no eja be drufia me hu say eja sabe wo ye kwatre kwa na say eja friantoma okay enti eja nyama be drufia na wo kan eja asem ase wo ya to America do me nyamba I see. That is it. So let's wait for the budget. And John Mahama will deliver.
Okay.
Yes. From his demeanor. Look at Oba cost I will save even the traveling expenses. You and I say, say, National Air Force plane and it's for some time now baby an issue. All took in neighboring countries, Africa, or the Korea. We all saw it. And John Mahama is here to save cost. Okay. That is the most important thing. Right. And saving cost will help the country boom its economic strength. Because who save cost na oye. U kakrana unya no u di bisi di bibi. Na kakrana unya no utugua. So akwala na kase comedy na unya aduane manindi. So John Mahama is here to save cost.
Okay, yes. Now you back to the appointment no nkomo kaka na yenhwe ne yedi ho nkomo. Especially sector ba ko no so Ghana for wo mo etwe we kakra agric sector hono. Now you na him say you can say economy Ghana your backbone agriculture. Yes. Now agriculture so I no so e kwan ben no so move be hold this na be economy no betumi aye stable from that angle.
Oh share your manifesto no more. Yeah. Your key policy back 24-hour economy. Okay. And the 24-hour economy no, it will have certain sectors as a key base. You bet me they implement this our policy. And agric sector one. So tie agric minister ne vetting proceedings na. O cheche mu akire even a kwan 24-hour economy implementers na o de 24-hour economy no. Ye papa gusita no mo da no na. Their policies will come as a hub, as a chain, so that agric sector no betumi aboa ma 24 hours because who produce now untimi the who produce no untimi and ton untumi NDB and save be and fanyesika. Na economy na also ba be ye no ba be ye ni ye wo kwan be so. Enti agri sector no yen China budget ne mra na minister no so take full stream of ne leadership. Oba you could clearly see say we share those who he thinks he can see their problems and how he will go about it, and or minor as government no yen so ye manifesto no enuma ye boa na dia solve problem. Untimi kan kire me say or how planting for food na aduane boa den sene say bio or my neighboring countries na municipal policy no. Also planting for food now o kra aduane e chen de wo planting na. I don't think you are really aiming to fight food hunger in the economy.
Okay, that's
yes.
fine. Na yensha dom kuma ya omo emrase bejomu. Komo ni yedi ni ha se na ebe Ghana for benya entiase ye papa. Na bibia tumi akoye. Wo mo kire say cases ahodo ya attorney general wo twetwetwe mu no. They are demanding say who benya say or baba bonti no baba chichi wiye e dey ama especially with the dom kuma the Ghana for so tumi atiase. Because cases ahodo obi wo hono mu a wo mo kire a ehwehwe aso wo mo ntia say instant attorney general betumi aka say wafa ne pen e dey etwa wa mu or fa ne pen e dey etwa wa mu just because NDC is back in power again.
Cases ben o say
omo to say you are to force in case
o say you are Dr. Stephen Opuni wa cause financial loss to the state $271 million or whatever where the 8 years untminji. Do you think say you have a case? Let's be honest. Men can't say cases are that what previous administration, no. But you see, I had the hands on the fata. If truly $270 million, me no me no tia. Sikana de bet me ayama Ghana. Yet me kwa jibusia, yet ya na ebimu kwala nya best so na. Yet me bobosia $3 million ina. Now 270 whooping money to baby. Alleged so be afa kwa bi so amasikana. I referee on my man as 8 years. You couldn't take that money. We see obi as sign documents bia who say documents and question marks who one senkai.
Okay.
Yeni ha say na the ene here one penny no more. No more call the parliament. Yemra will not be in opposition today. Will not go and sit in the minority chamber. The ene here one. Until I'm saying the here and Sunday. So seven na no krena bibi papa woman. They could have perceived it.
Okay.
They had all the chance. How many governments in the world or when 8 years in a stream? How many?
But see, I don't watch. Say cases are hold one and watch no.
And
I was so offer basic factors.
All the press conferences that was initiated by our attorney general, he stated it. Okay. Or see, Bank of Ghana governor, Johnson a senior case.
Yes.
Or see, moi kasa mu memo kra kire say sika no bi wo ho a nanka mo betumi ayeden erekupiaje. And you think that is not enough? We say that is not the basis. Say nanka sika can be recouped in baby. We say that is not the only case. The criminal aspect or whole way. And 8 years we didn't perceive it.
So you think that was enough? I
don't see the attorney general that we have currently. If truly, you see the body language you cry na betchere ni nyoma obey. Say me no me enu ye nyina ye party ba. Na wajai we na baako da so ho. That should tell you said ye wajai no ho ni nkekawa. Ono na adwin ne ho ni nkekawa. And your man mandate or can I say more try to call this current president a clearing agent like they used to call the previous one. And yes, sir, because he said president has no idea. He has not even taxed him to do that.
Okay.
He is feeling a core duty, the core mandate to protect the interests of the country as the lawyer, the attorney general of the state. And he feels that any cases if you are now about to share docket in Munasabi, and you saw Ninamu and now say or clamor space, maybe a space or clamor space and go abaho. Now you have pebble because Sabi ye or Sikabia was a genius to solve all money problem. And Tinam say John Mahama ora now the buy and they report a buy. And go for you a Sabi o man ni sika kra wa say wiase na hu ni say ensema ye kan na nya no kra form.
Okay.
Enti me omo wo fia omo say omo yare omo mpese omo beba no. Ka me ye omo a ka me de me ho kra beba by force.
No, I don't to me, sorry, no fan of home by force.
There be no one to me, sorry. On say, you go who fee do brebia. I was also jarring now who fee.
Okay.
So what you say? You go who fee do brebi. Oh, other now, shall truly say, fear na ye guno, or who ninky can wa. When you about mamma, you one on crant and
okay.
Oda, yaran personal to me, Cassadia, so to me question. And to make crime and then meaning penny phobia and coming to me, who about dada. Because untimi me preachy Bible and shefita now coffee and your ma we ne ye nsusuye mu na nya saa de na wo preach.
So per the cases here what you try mu na Ghana for so bebre esusu say which means that there's no transparency because no say NDC amanyo ku ba mo so make sure say transparency ebege adwuma na obi ehun say nukredi a mo ba ye osoma mo ba be som e de ama Ghana for anim na ma sha say clearing agent am mo clear eye nkofo cases which means say there's no transparency in what you are doing.
Antina me catch from the start say o se clearing agent ebi mu da so ye
na wo kan me man kan wo na kan am so
ebi mu wo aban ni mu a ene omu cases wo court ya attorney general NDC MP ene wo ya attorney general on ne wo ho he didn't cancel all the cases o se case ma review cases bi we ha a waste of national resources ntina me catch on say wo parody judges ya kotena Supreme Court and also share the cost utility cost in cases wo ho e wo se yedi obi every year judgment 10 years 8 years or that so we remand or pay judgment na case da ho menua ba case ne hwe docket ni mu anioma e wo mu nukra no e ho hia se be kwa akose your mind cost why should you go there
okay
so he is not clearing people he is just making sure the right things are done so we say wo case a u ko ya na wotwe ebosumi mienu ni na case wo ho adan na mfie nwotwe wan pesi
okay
you should have done that
only say court cases so there it take time
yeah minua ba ya de jawa na de asoa ya de studio where jawa it is the owner of this studio it is your responsibility to keep it well so that nipa ne ba obehu se adwuma wa ye no wa ye ni isn't it
yeah
enti de ehia no ana wo ye
okay
you claim enti na me bisa say yetimi kobo bosia $3 million
so you think that the MPP government wo ma nyo wo mo adwuma ye considering the illegal cases are
the
cases are hold
the voting party says it not me
okay
election 2024 e kan ni na kire wo mo nyame nti those who are still those who are in opposition and they don't see themselves to be in opposition I na ye me mama because I say ye nuanom MPP fo ni bi da so hu ni se omo wa ban that is one point. Two, ebi mo hu ni say ase their course no it is normal for them.
So they say transparency enye adwuma as you said but then I say
I have a lot of friends in MPP. I can tell you the genuine ones. The Duana are even happy. So MPP they are happy.
Okay.
Because they realize the problems were too many and the solutions were not coming. They claim they have both solutions and I didn't see one on those cases because and the corruption cases here I can me sure say Ghana ha we share akwala bisa say Ghana our fight against corruption yeah akwala wenya 6 years cry otumi kasa no be ka tro say Ghana intimi and live up to the billion in the fight against corruption.
Okay.
Yani ankasa ya former special prosecutor or resign on what cause? If so say the previous administration was bullying him on the fight against corruption. Wahana the current OSP has said it.
Okay.
Obi argue then I keep on saying this. So papa ofie. Na unua bi ye bone. Na unua ketwa ye bone na okoteana na papa say hey entia no a. O ya sure say bone foforo ba unua panyin obetumi atia no.
Okay.
Untumi. And to me because when you order from somewhere, and I'm a catcher for the start, John Mahama is here to correct certain errors at previous administration, including the party and
Ghana force be because I say some party want power to who use some powers to do certain
party be our power or you soon the powers the year.
So that's what you are doing.
Meba. Entina opposition party, entimin kon say yentu sika we. Opposition any party in government
so you will bear with Ghanaians saying mu power was until na mu use
no we are using our power to do the right thing not to do the bad thing the power to clear somebody no doesn't come because of say or you are downfall. The power to clear somebody it comes because the person, whether the person has done wrong or right. And for the first time, yeah, peninu na me obi hu ni asem am say chenchena me nchichira asem fam. Dabi, until I'm saying leaders are there to solve problems, not to create problems. You can't tell me say mama otumi gitumi no fire bibi na or the 2 minutes sisi amanfo. I was all the 2 minutes ye bibi a be benefit Ghana for. And then I'm say you can clearly see say Nancy pulls a buy. Over 70% of Ghanaians are okay with the current administration now. If they are not
barely 30 days to 40 days,
yes, okay. They are okay. If they are not satisfied, I think the masses will speak. We are living in a democracy. Yes, say the majority votes voices to be heard. Notwithstanding the minority aside, their voices should be heard. But they hear and say, John Mahamadi Obeyen after 4 years, no. Majority of Ghanaians are satisfied that John Mahama has achieved, Ghana has achieved. But the majority of Ghanaians say, the way and Koswa. Not just say you are not governing well.
Right. You know, we're quick. Now, my call is more enough time. Now, we are hoping that on the 10th of March, you know, my budget now work on more the beba. Dear na yes, petty kakra everything because one from the economy and the taxes and especially from the harbor, COVID-19 and all that and so expectation be in Ghana for
Ghanaians should expect hope, a new relief on certain tax burdens. For instance, I'll be very surprised say your new budget number e-levy tax. That's all. I'll be very surprised.
You'll be very surprised.
Yes, for sure. And as a party, I don't think
quick. Was it another 3 days? Your morning shows you no lawyer penny ekasai or sanso any World Bank or your ayejuma. And he said it practically. Said there's no way I'm with me COVID-19 tax a day flow. With me better tax a day flow because no IMF now rules and regulations no. So as you are saying here, we are just hoping that say we're surprised. I'm not so check someone to me a flow.
Thank you so much. I want to say a new finance minister or by engagements are also with the IMF, the previous administration contract and engagements are also. And I can tell you from his body language, any or call vetting and some or kind after that, and you might be a I think he knows better than many be or can be because even he knows better than because he is there. Oh, he is there. Or no, never was here. And then we have many and I say, me and Sanewani or producers in our we know what is going on here more than Obia or share or national television. So, but and he knows the problem and he has come out vividly, publicly to say, I will do this, I will do that. And so when to me, I will come to your studios here to tell Ghanaians, say, a grass worker. Now on your day, on me.
I see.
We said it, we couldn't do it. And we even accept the blame and apologize. Unlike others who feel if they wrong you, it's normal to go without saying sorry. Saying sorry always doesn't mean if you are wrong. But saying sorry in a posture that you know say why you're wrong is the right thing to do. And I'm telling you emphatically that NDC this time around is not coming to joke. John Mahama 4 years, you know. So free so now when Jebibia cra obeja new ways other previous administration including NDC leaders MPP leaders Ghana and Penifo Abedition and you be an omo the boom and you be best and we just need change, a change that will make sure say Ghana that is why we said we are resetting Ghana.
Okay. But I have moved from the phone line in front of some family quick. Now, your next conversation is of course, neighbor Munona, Yenesa, Ediama Ghana for anything. And I pay me for your phone line in Patomo Fancy, so I don't have access to it here. And it's over to me. All right, so over to me, there are 2 TV screens. And it's over with TV screens. So you activate your phone lines and over to me, I join the conversation. Now, do I join share Ediaba? Sanso and your Facebook and so active and I pay Ghana this week. We are live on Emerepa TV NFS and your social media handles and so live. And it's watching channel so to me Eddie Abba na ya kinka. So fortunate MPP Nino and to me and Maame Kayensa with studio but then TikTok and so live and it's no any idea to a TV screen as what you lower your TV set. Na only edin komo say kama no violence Ghana ho donti enewa ye kyerɛ ya adwena bibia ekoyenim so simple nti no also the over in mind na ode aba na ekoyenim nti no and then mashada pa na mabie phone line no and last week say no ye wie na still course na eba but na yem ready team na yentumi MPK course na nti obetumi ede wadwenche ede aba na nkomo na ya to so yensha before December 7th and MPP amanyuko no employ and professor womunko na womunko ye adwuma ya wo barely some days and yenya nti say omampeni Dr. John Dramani Mahama osi obi a ye fa wo answer na NDC amanyuko no eba pawani na kofie.
Okay.
Don't you think say our legal implementations be a ebeha this current government?
On that angle, I would say no.
Why?
Because your labor law.
Because Emerepa wedi kan employ wamo adwuma.
For the fact that I have employed you, it comes with certain conditions, isn't it? A bit is our probation. Maybe our probation time is 6 months period, 3 months. If not exceeded that, I can terminate your appointment based on non-performance. So many factors.
Wait.
Ebimu we adwuma. Ebimu nso afenom. Ana the body posture of the previous administration. So after election, there was a lot of NDC mpanimfoɔ, even the president himself saying the previous administration is recruiting people even after they've lost. Na me nua ba yen kan kro. Say now we scar obefa nipa no adwuma. Why do you wait till you go home? I will lose we na we recruitment. Why do you wait? That is the question. Say now we sika, wo pepa, so obema madwuma ya. Ada na wo twen ya to aba na time. Ya to aba atu afisi na we recruitment. Aside that, I've said this and I'll continue to say it. In the face of injustice, silence is a crime. 2016, I can forward documents to your producer.
Okay.
A lot. Who came home? Ebimu dear crowd no more than 6 months in a week.
Okay.
Obi crowd was after December 7th. Not just say even December 6th, my appointment letter was what? You are still what? Not part of those who will go home. Let's assume without admitting who will go home. You are not part. And again, I said earlier, we don't have budget for those people. And we can employ people and tell Meme no say young kuku tria omuka. I mine our former or abine. Na minisika de na me kofa wo se me we wa baha yesi be adwuma ye ma osika me nua ba be de wa adwuma. And then look at the masses. John Mahama and the NDC Ghana mempen. Ye hope ni say problem I am facing now, and now you and I would testify say you can't Ghana a problem pa. Yes, brain drain na
okay.
Skilled labor who are supposed to tap the current resources the economy na move.
But don't you think that Uncle Fuya mostly more you one so they filed a lawsuit against NDC Amanyukuno. Unse ebeha governance and
I make a choice say who file a lawsuit on what grounds?
Yeah,
what from Meduma?
Yeah,
my forward Juma. Who probation crown into what makes you eligible to sue me? I have the right to tell you that your performance is not up to the level that I feel. That is why we have probation. To even your attitude, your body language, your posture, your it's not about your performance alone. Even the way you talk, the way you present yourself, says it all. Enti say I'm mindful for eba. Who now what MPP doesn't have that credibility to even talk. Say adena ya you be. What happened when they came to office? 2016. They were in Nigerians, they were in Burkina Faso, they were Ghanaians.
Okay.
All because that is why I said I know, say it is not a fallacy, say Ibimu Kofie during that era. You know it, I know it. And question. If you know genuinely what you did was wrong, why do somebody doing same and you are criticizing it? And then see MPP as a party, they don't have that credibility to question what we are doing now because they did worse. Yeah, we are phenomenal in parliament. Yes, the security men going to former finance minister house and then they are unlawful. What happened to Honorable John Jinapo when he was a former deputy energy minister?
Okay.
He was also a Ghanaian. Me so say yamo obi adwuma genuinely near so nkofi. If the government of the day had the capacity to pay them, to enroll them, I don't see it to be wrong.
So which means I am more adwuma ya allocate fund for more payment ana.
Say we dey o ma pimpan. Wa ma nipa no paan ni aketua. Ada na wo nipa na wo ban se twen. Wo se mi kofie me ye chincha.
By person who say there was no fund. There was no money for this.
The budget that NDC had, as I speak, for the 3 months, ask yourself, who budget in a bad bank?
Okay.
And I'll find any bank. If your budget came today, 7th, now we recruit Nipano on the 9th one. Do you think you and I are in the position to pay that person?
Okay, I see.
That is the question. If you and I are in the position to pay that person, well, but as I speak, I said, whatever they are doing, they don't have that credibility to even question what NDC is doing now. They did worse. And the same people, I listened to their organizer, Nana B. Now, 2016, I was in Kumasi. I wouldn't like to share my experiences, what I went through, but there are people, majority of Ghanaians, who went through the same pain.
Okay.
I'm not saying what is going on is cool, because we invest in yama appointment letters. Look at the joy. Now the I don't see it. But whatever the government is doing, they are not wrong in any way. Okay. And MPP doesn't have the moral right to question what we are doing. We are even sympathizing with a lot of things. Yeah, see after what? December 7th. Jobs 6 months before. Say kofi.
Okay, yes. And then I don't know what's happening to the lines, but then say if you want to me get in touch as well. What the better way to do messages no Edia fa you can say Facebook or say bantam kwa dia making kind Edia but me nim the ekoso e lines and so we dey mo fan chase so friend down send to me kaya you better say na pay o the better into no dey no yanko yamre na so nkomo na yedi bebre na but then me ya say enne MPP ni no and to me ama me kaya sa e wo hase but all the same I believe say we have a good conversation bibia etumi akoyi ede ama intino final thoughts na me signing out na nko
yo menu aba meda Ghana fo ina ase na mada ofidie kesi so etifo ina ase na maka ache o mo se omunya papa ema John Mahama ene NDC aban wo hwe vote o mo de man na there is nothing e between the justifier ye ho as a party if we fail. That is it. John Mahama and NDC has no reason to fail. It is our core duty to make sure the right things are done. The manifesto na the bachelor a campaign omunya gidie to aba ne bumma e be make sure say manifesto no mugina so de to aba dia omunsa ensi for.
Okay.
That is one thing I can assure them. And I will assure yenka say John Mahama will not make mistakes or nipa. Yenka say NDC official being a mistake, they will definitely err one way or the other. But what matters, omoye mistakes are a quite best on these are problems in Befaso. What this guy be mo wan anti krum say unua mampani unua wadam funima. No, you can't have that body language walking on the street of Ghana.
Okay.
When we found say unsa e work kawabi, we will take you on board. We will take you on. And the metima catch Ghana for no omunya motoso na me ko so met my wife. Okay. Obapa Vivian. And my birthday, I love her so much. She knows it. My former MP, Honorable George Kofiata, Memphis Central, a current MP, Miss Joanna Jam Kujo. No matter catch Memphis Central for in our appointment. Nemo, the CEO of the appointment committee, that is the president, knows best.
Okay.
And whoever he has given a position to, my dream fine meaning say nipan is best qualified person our man position.
Okay.
So what dear my train. Omo ma sha asem doesn't mean so me na na be bi betete ato.
Okay.
Nti wa wo akiri no fa akoma pa support Ghana man panyin John Dramani Mahama na support NDC na Ghana enye yi because Ghana ye yi am no me ni na e benya asum bi.
Ya te rough. Yeah, that's the part say na pay. Obeka ye ho e wo Ghana district jumedi so ma edi nkofo say kama enti no every nya brand say na ba nsuo mishan we chi ho no ma no de me de ama na pio enti no so a oje bre ya ode okasamfoni ode to Emerepa TV Ghana district jumedi ode to ho no so ma asada PCA enko emfa emmamo na anapay de me nkrofo bi ehwe me pa na me baby girl ketwa bi one day onye hu se ma ba life penalty so ochichi no position me wi asala no so asori edi ehwo enti enana pay Michelle Christian Dua me am a prophetess perpetual ne baba just oni me ho agro kra Michelle ba ko pe brajo ma me sa na no offer me anything na pay me nya ne tie say wodi wa fidie no e de ato Emerepa TV ya o hwe pa anything baby girl I love you so much and very soon I'll come and see you until mensu brajo ma me nie we bia be fan so e na pay me am prophet ba kon so no so oni me ho agro kra prophet for kusi appear wono e na oye so fupeni a oja e charisma temple international ministry ano e okumase e na efe so no enkran akra ha sei no ene waba ene enkran se efia da bia yehia eniti no ye bom paye papa anapei nyankopo ensha na ka akwe na wajizo carry fi papa na kasa papa no the whole Ghana me pato no chebrofo me papa na chebrofo prof akwe carry fi obrofo dia ya na e be detu Oxford traditional ka na ye fa na ye di paye aya brofo ye hu ne sa o ti na anapei ye da se bo so aje brehwe ni na asada PCA enko emfa emamu ye fasida ye fama a production crew ni na from Mana Jack Mansoko wa boy with the production ni na so as the PCA enko emfamam K e boy Richie e wo ho Harrison e wo ho Wilfred e wo ho Shaibu wo mu na e boy mande ye di jumedi no e de bre wo so a udu efidi e de to aso asida enko emfamam KC logistics so se men kan show say wadaro ma se wo kra enema e de free e China memudia ma omo na enyamo no ono kasa enkofa emfa mepie mu ewo o micro Ghana mu na ya san e de abrew ewo fie anapeye chi akwan ewo Dansoman Junction abrosa tentenye no na ewo ho ya chopempi mu Fisherman's House borem na ne mpenifo embedi nkomo sanso e na Eagle Media College me pacho eye ensem trusco a ye tete emayiwa ne mayiwa mrantie ya wo mo opepa se wo pese wo mu hua de enutene brave na be pick forms courses no de endorse your diploma and your certificate and into portal custom yesterday choose your choice de ope bia no wa be choose no wa ba bisua de eno no betumi abo mo bibia etumi akonka ye with the same building our Fisherman's House mborium na be pick forms and pay ye na boafo ya wo mo eso ye mo eno NFN so no oye dwumako na wo pese on be sponsor Ghana district dia me pacho Emerepa TV ye cha kwa Dansoman Junction wo do obo say ye billboards na hodo no ebobobo one mo a eniti no obetumi ni ye aba bedi nkomo na say social media handles no get connected with us na ye di enkomo na bibia enkoyi ene me amedi dwumedie no ebesom medin Maame Efua Kakraba makrao kan woni say nyambo Monday ye bihia ewo adechi Emerepa dwumedie so ene mo amudi vaze ni so na nyame hwam ene single awareness day yes single phone so ye di ene ti makramo